You hit the like and subscribe button. If you do, you'll meet the love of your life while on vacation near a pool. My parents were billionaires, so I got whatever I wanted growing up. Dad was the head of a huge fashion company that my mom helped him run. Dad was ruthless in the boardroom, like an ancient warrior. But when it came to me and my mom, he was a total pushover. He gave us everything we could ever want. Just one island? Anything for my girls. I'd give you the moon if you asked for it. Even though my life was practically perfect, I had a bad stutter, which made me a laughing stock at school. Wow, that's a pretty skirt. Where did you get it from? Shouldn't it? It's cool. I'll just check some stores. It was awkward, and my parents took me to the best doctors, tried speech therapy, medication, and even hypnotism, but nothing helped. I started to lose confidence, but my parents were always supportive and inspired me to accept myself, just as I am. It doesn't matter if it takes you 1 try or 100. Never stop speaking your mind. Your voice is just as important as anyone else's. As I grew older, I became more comfortable.
Google Ads helps you turn curiosity into customers who are interested in what your business
Became more comfortable with my condition and even made friends at school. But my favorite thing in the world was being the princess of my house. Life was good till I turned 13 and everything changed. My parents told me they were adopting from the orphanage, but it wasn't just one girl, but 5. I wasn't as thrilled as they were, but I didn't show it to my parents. Besides, it could be fun to have so many sisters. So, I got on board. The day they were supposed to come home, I decked up the whole place and must have tried 100 dresses before finding the perfect one. I wanted to make a good impression. The oldest one, Olivia, was my age, and from the looks of it, she loved fashion just as much as I did. I'm Grace. Pleased to meet you. Olivia was so busy sizing up my outfit, I don't think she even heard me. I like your dress, but the ribbons are so tacky. And what's with those shoes? You know what? You look so cute with braids in this outfit, even though it's a little, weird. I think she looks nice. Ignore Olivia. She's just jealous. It was clear from the beginning that Olivia had an issue with me for some odd reason, but at least the other 4 were gentle. Margot and Beatrice didn't care about fashion, but they were easy to talk to. We became friends in no time, gossiping about boys and school, and fighting over the best spot by the pool. Harper and Quinn were younger and stuck to themselves. Harper was obsessed with insects and was always collecting ladybugs and other creepy crawlies. Quinn was like her sister Shadow, silently following her everywhere. A week after my sister's arrival, my parents took us on a shopping spree so they wouldn't have to wear the same clothes from the orphanage. And Olivia bought everything I did. At first, she just wore the same belt or hat, but soon she was copying my whole outfit. Why are you copying me? I think you're copying me, but it's cool. I know I have a great eye for fashion, so it's a compliment. Oh my god, the new Gucci bag. I didn't care if Olivia wanted to dress like me. It just bugged me that she was lying about it. So one day, I pretended I was going to wear the ugliest outfit, but then I changed at the last second. Olivia showed up to breakfast looking like a clown. Wow, Olivia, you look so good. Yeah, right? I saw Gummy Hadid wearing this. You mean Gigi? And I don't think that she would ever wear something this funny. The only thing funny here is the way you talk.
Olivia, apologize this minute.
Why? It's just harmless jokes between sisters, Dad. Whatever. Sorry, Grace. Please don't cry now. After that day, Olivia stopped copying my outfits, but we just couldn't see eye to eye. I tried to be friendly, but she was just a mean witch. So after a while, I stopped being nice and just ignored her. While Olivia was a pain in my butt at home, in school, I had Pearl. She was the head cheerleader and a total bully. One day, my sisters and I were eating in the food court at the mall when Pearl swooped in like a vulture. How are you doing, Grace? Just leave me alone. What? I didn't quite catch that. Were you trying to say something? Zip it, moron. Don't you have something else to do? Like bore people with your dumb cheerleading moves? Oh, but I'm getting bored. And you're so entertaining. Did I do that right? That was perfect. Before I could say anything, Harper pulled out a jar of ladybugs from her backpack and dumped them on Pearl's hair. "What have you done, you moron?" Pearl screamed and ran off. Instead of staying with us, Olivia took off to help her. Thanks for sticking up for me, you guys. Of course, we sisters need to have each other's backs. I just wish Olivia wasn't such a blind duck. Oh, she'll come around. Only she didn't. She started getting weird around me. And then one day, something unbelievable happened. Pearl turned into Olivia's evil minion. She followed her around like a shadow. If Olivia made a dumb joke, Pearl laughed. If Olivia wanted a cookie, Pearl brought her one. Pearl would have helped Olivia make a monster in a lab if she asked. This was so weird and fishy. I tried to find out what Pearl's deal was, but then I got busy with school assignments and forgot all about it. They were a match made in hell anyway. A week later, Mom and Dad called us into the study for a big announcement. It's my dream that my girls join the family business one day. And with Fashion Week coming up, I want all my girls to help with their brilliant ideas. The best ones will end up on the ramp, so give it your best shot. Oh, my God, Dad! This is such an amazing opportunity. I won't let you down. Yes, Dad, you'll love our designs. Olivia smiled at me, but the moment Mom and Dad left, she went back to her devilish smirk.
When you dare to transform your hair, you need the strength to make it happen. Schwarzkopf Keratin Color helps your hair break away from damage. Discover a world of striking hair color. Let the world see your strength. Schwarzkopf Keratin Color.
Dramatic much? This opportunity is mine, and I will own it. You can relax and watch me work if you'd like. Think of it as a learning experience. Say what you want, but I know Dad will pick my designs, so watch out. I stayed up late every night working on my dress. My other sisters made their own dresses for fun, but everyone knew Olivia and I were the only ones taking it seriously. We both really wanted to impress Dad. The night before Dad judged the dresses, Olivia snuck into the studio and destroyed my dress. Luckily for me, Harper and Quinn saw her sneaking out and told me what happened. I knew she was jealous of me, but this was an all-new low. How was I supposed to make a new dress overnight? That's when an idea struck me. If I couldn't beat Olivia fair and square, I'd just have to play tricks with her. So, I swapped her dress for my ruined one. The next day, when Dad walked into the studio to judge our dresses, we both took the sheets off of our mannequins, and Olivia's mouth dropped open in shock to see what I'd done. But obviously, she couldn't tell Dad that the dress was really hers without admitting that she'd destroyed mine.
Grace, I pick you. This isn't your usual style, but it's certainly beautiful. Olivia, it's a shame you gave up on your dress. It looks like it could have been something special.
I know, Dad. Wonder what happened. Oh, don't be a sore loser, Ollie. I'm sure you'll do just as good as the next time, if there is a next time. I wasn't one to gloat usually, but the look on Olivia's face was so satisfying. A few days later, we were all on a flight to Paris for Fashion Week, and Olivia couldn't stop glaring at me. That's my dress that's about to go down the runway. You shouldn't steal credit, and you shouldn't sabotage people. Olivia, why can't we leave this stupid fight and just be friends? Friends? With you? No, thank you. And I know you hate me, so please stop pretending. I don't. Stop talking. You're giving me a headache. Olivia then got up, and for the rest of Fashion Week, she totally ignored me. Pin that hem. Olivia, hand me that hat. Olivia! What? Can't you see I'm on the phone? Can you help? Who are you even talking to? Just leave me alone. This girl was so weird. Even when we got back, she wouldn't talk to me, not even rudely. She'd either stay in her room or hang out with Pearl. And worse was that she'd started inviting Pearl to our place, which really annoyed me. Oops, I got to that first. After a successful show at Fashion Week, Dad started getting a lot of orders. He worked for months on a new line, and all the designs were kept under lock and key in his studio, and nobody was allowed inside. But in less than 2 weeks before his runway show, someone leaked pictures of the new collection all over the internet. The tabloids went wild guessing who it could be. I can't believe someone would do this. All my hard work is gone. Nobody has access to my study except you girls. If anyone knows something, tell me now. I took a quick look at everyone, and all of us were equally shocked. Fine, if that's what you want, you're all grounded with no phone privilege or allowance. But we didn't do anything. That's not fair. But Dad simply frowned and left. We all know you did it, Olivia. Just admit it. It wasn't me. I would never do that to Dad. Relax, guys. This is not the time to turn on each other. Dad didn't talk to us for days, and it really hurt me to watch all my sisters so sad and depressed. But Olivia looked extra worried. She would stay in her room, refusing to talk to anyone. One day, I was taking an evening stroll in the garden when I noticed Olivia slipping out of the house, and she looked really anxious. I wanted to stop her, but then I decided to follow her, and she stopped in front of Pearl's house. What do you want now? I know you're the one who stole my key card and then stole Dad's designs and leaked them, Pearl. I should have never taken you into the study that day. Yeah, that was kind of dumb. Especially since you know my mom's company is your #1 competitor. You made it so easy to steal your designs. And now we'll be on top, while you guys will eat dirt. In your dreams, you sick psycho? No, not when the whole world would know what the big fat cheaters you all are. Olivia looked at me in shock as I pulled out the phone and started playing back the recording with Pearl's confession. Give me that. Not so easy. Besides, I've already uploaded it, so there's nothing you can do. Pearl was at a loss for words, and suddenly her phone started ringing. Must be your mom. If I were you, I'd think of going underground for a few days. Pearl ran away crying, and Olivia turned to me. I'm so sorry, Grace. I should have been smarter. You should have. But right now, we need to figure out how to help Dad. We don't have much time before the show. So are you with me? Yes, of course I am. My sisters and I locked ourselves in the mansion for a week straight, staying up late every night, altering his designs. Harper and Quinn did all the sketching, and Marco and Beatrice gathered all the fabrics and accessories Dad would need. Then Olivia and I helped Dad put everything together. When the day of the fashion show arrived, we were ready. The paparazzi and critics were waiting for the curtains to rise, expecting the show to be a disaster with all the leaked designs. But when the curtain rose and the spotlights came on, the entire audience gasped. The new designs were even more beautiful, and the show was a massive success. And Dad was super proud. You set aside your differences, and you worked hard. You pulled together as a family.
Indianapolis, Indiana. Okay, how old are you? I'm 20, but it's girl.
It was Grace. She's the one who brought us together on this. Team effort. That's what sisters are for. Olivia and I smiled at each other as the rest of my sisters hugged me. I just knew everything would always be fine, as long as we stuck together. And who trust without communication. The woman had a baby in her arms and ran as fast as she could, never looking back. At last, we are safe, my love. We are going to America, the land of opportunities. Our future will be different now. That's what Robin's mom had hoped for when she ran away from her husband in Brazil and moved to the USA. But making a living in the USA wasn't as easy as she thought it would be. At age 4, Robin and her mom were living in a shelter home and had trouble making ends meet. On the day of Robin's 5th birthday, her mom saved enough money to take her to a playland, a place Robin had wanted to go to for a long time. Well, the playland rides were super fun until the card was exhausted. Just when Robin's mom was about to take her off the ride, the woman came and swiped her card. No, you didn't have to. We were done. Please, let me. Hey, kid, take as many rides as you want. I need to finish this card today, or else my daughter, Summer, will have me stay here for the rest of my life. Seeing the lady's daughter jump up and down like a kangaroo on a sugar high, Robin knew what she meant. Soon the girl went running towards the jungle gym, and her mom got Robin in there too. As Robin was having fun, she heard a scream and instantly ran towards the sound to find the other girl stuck in one of the tunnels. Are you all right? Please help. Oh, thank God got your hair. I was so scared. It was so dark, but also colorful. Oddly like the witch's house from Hansel and Gretel. Robin pushed, and in no time the girl was able to get out of the tunnel. Both became good friends, and seeing how much both girls liked each other, Summer's mom soon offered Robin's mom a job at her home. She had to work as the cleaning lady, but she also got to have a room in the big mansion. As time passed, both girls became inseparable. Soon they started going to the same school.
The carpet
and were
was
like
dusty,
two
and I
peas in
kept
a
making
pod.
fun of these
The
curtains.
kids there always had something to say about how different Robin and Summer looked, especially Anya, who was mean as a snake. Together, you both make the number 10. Does Summer eat all of your food, Robin? Jerk. Her weight is a temporary caloric imbalance, but your stupidity is a permanent genetic malfunction. If you say something to my friend again, I'll let it go, Robin. It's not worth it. Such mean comments didn't affect their friendship until they joined ballet classes together in the 8th grade. Come on, Summer. There are just 5 ballet positions we did this year, and you can't even get one of them right. Look at Robin. Her posture is like a delicate swan. But no buts. Come on, you can do it. Let's try it again. Seeing how hard Summer was pushing herself, Robin couldn't just sit by. So she started doing ballet and ended up landing straight into her teacher on purpose. Oops, I am so sorry. I guess lesson's over now, right? Come on, Summer. But Summer wouldn't budge. She remained standing in that awful position until there were tears in her eyes. And that's when Robin had had enough. I swear, if you don't stop, I'll never talk to you again. Then don't. I guess it would be better that way. Saying that, Summer kept on repeating the ballet steps till she was out of breath. That was the day something between the girls changed, and Summer started to spend less and less time with Robin. Worse, she got into all kinds of diets and started to hang out with Anya, the same girl who used to make fun of her. Once during lunchtime, as Robin started to enjoy her chocolate muffin, she could see how badly Summer wanted it, so she offered it to her. Oh, no. Don't tell me you're gonna eat that. And why can't she eat that? She doesn't have to starve herself. How can she eat that? You touched it. Aren't you her maid or something? Or her mom, like they clean your toilets? Summer, that's so unhygienic. Yeah, gross. Her mom does scrub our toilets. What was I even thinking? Thanks for rescuing me, girl. Come on, let's go have some detox water. As Summer left with her new friends, Robin was left in shock. That was the day Robin promised herself to turn her life around, so she focused hard on her studies and soon started acing her exams. By the time the girls reached high school, Summer was the official queen bee of the school. She had it all: a hot body, designer clothes, designer bags. She even had followers carrying her bag for her. But there was one thing Summer didn't have: Calix. Summer had a huge crush on the school's heartthrob. The guy was the perfect combination of beauty and brains, a jock and a straight-A student, and Robin had a crush on him too. Even though Calix might have smiled at her once or twice, Robin never spoke to him, knowing how much Summer liked him. One time, Robin was running late for school and was rushing when suddenly a car zoomed by and someone threw juice on Robin. Hey, jerk, watch where you're going. Oh, it's you. Of course. I didn't do it on purpose. Hey, come on, we're running late. And Robin, don't worry. You look the same trashy as usual. Robin hoped that Summer would say something in her defense, but she just avoided her gaze and drove off. When Robin reached the school, she caught her reflection in a window and saw her hair was a mess. As she fixed herself, she spotted a smiling face. It was Calix behind her. Hey, what happened to you? Nothing. Just started the day on the wrong foot, I guess. Well, you still look amazing. Never mind. Saying that, Calix walked away, leaving Robin stunned. Whoa, did the Greek god-looking hunk tell her she looked amazing? He sure did. After that day, Calix and Robin's police about last night. Police? Don't be crazy. She'll be back in no time. Don't be so dramatic. A few days later, Calix visited her at night, and right then, an officer also came to speak to Robin's mom. But as she opened the door, Summer saw